In our last episode, you probably got a few good laughs as we made makeshift sleds and I steamrolled down a mountain of gypsum in White Sands, New Mexico. With that out of our system, we're eager to find out what is next. So here goes the next chapter.
All right, so we're trying to decide if we're going to go up to Alamogordo or go back down to Las Cruces.
Yes will be Alamogordo, no is Las Cruces.
It's the Decision Maker 5000 at work. Alamogordo?
Here we come.
Welcome to the Adventure Closet. I'm Liz, and this is Charlie. We are two 80s and 90s kids that never lost their sense of wonder. We're all over the map, exploring wild and abandoned places, discovering rocks, geology, and history of different areas, all while living and traveling in our minivan Opal. I guess you can say our life is a mixtape of adventures. So hop in the van, hit the subscribe button, and let's go somewhere.
And just like that, we're leaving Alamogordo. We got gas here and we're headed towards El Paso.
Yeah.
The West Texas town of El Paso.
Yeah.
Might fall in love with a Mexican gal there.
Hard.
In case anybody wondered, Opal's been averaging about 18.2 miles per gallon since we've gotten the roof topper. I think before that we were probably at around 19, so not a huge difference.
Actually, when normally we drive around the mountains and stuff with her before we left on this trip, and she was only getting like 17 at the time, so it really hasn't affected our gas mileage much from our standpoint.
Yes.
It just disappeared. We just hit Texas,
Welcome to Texas, y'all.
our 11th state on our adventure.
Wow, I can't believe it. We have seen a lot of places, done a lot of things. Texas, your first impression is not very good, but I'm gonna stay open-minded. This road is in rough shape. El Paso is right over there. We're technically in El Paso. But we're gonna be going around the mountains this way because we need to get showers, especially after me rolling in all that sand at White Sands. But this road is crazy. There's like huge potholes. You could really tear your tires up on this. And this is just outside the city.
I've been on gravel roads that are better than this.
Yeah, Texas, we're messing with you. We got high standards, so look out. Looks like we are leaving Texas already.
Bye now.
Bye now, Texas.
Oh, yep, there's the sign right there.
See y'all later.
Welcome to New Mexico.
New Mexico. Home of the chilies. All right. So we're gonna mess with Texas a little bit, only because everybody that we've asked for tips on what to do in Texas, they've said just turn around and leave, go somewhere else. But
Which we just did.
yeah, which we just did. We literally did that right away when we got into Texas.
So now that we've done that,
But really, we're going to go into this with an open mind because we are able to find beauty and fascinating things everywhere. And I think Texas has a lot of hidden gems, so I'm kind of excited to discover Texas for ourselves and show you guys what you can do in Texas. And I'm sure a lot of people will chime in now that I've said this and give some great ideas, and it'll probably be after the fact, but definitely please do. If you have great tips for Texas, drop them down below so our other viewers can kind of check if they're planning a trip. We're here. Well, pro tip that I wish we had learned, we're to our 11th state, and you can share a shower at truck stops. You just ask for one shower and they're totally fine with it. Yeah. So you can ask for an extra towel if you're using their towels. We always bring our own.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would have saved us so much money, because at truck stops you're paying, you know, around between $15 and $18 for a shower. Sometimes if you're lucky, it'll be $13. We've had best luck at like rec centers. If there's a community pool somewhere, you can pay a lower price to just get the shower and not swim. Or you can pay even less than a shower at a truck stop to swim, sit in the hot tub, and shower. So we're learning, as you guys are learning too. If you have any other shower tips for us, let us know in the comments below. We figured while we were this close to Mexico that we would come see the border.
And that's it right there, yeah. That fence. It's not the border wall that we had expected.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to go to a different area to see the new wall. Just out of curiosity, I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
But the funny part is in the bushes everywhere around the wall here.
Right there.
There's ladders.
And then like back here, there's another ladder. Right there in the bushes. Right there. So there's a ladder there and a ladder there. Right along the border.
They didn't think about that when they built the wall.
I don't know. Little interesting tidbit of information. So we were at the border, but we have to drive like another 15 miles just to see the actual border wall. Because it was just a fence where we were at. So, just interesting tidbit of information there. Oh, look at the tar down there.
Oh, there is a bunch of tar down there. So this is the new border wall.
Yeah.
And that's Mexico.
Past that green line, or the green sign.
Okay. So the customs guy said that we can't go.
We can't go past the green sign.
Yeah, there's
over
like a
there.
green sign that way.
That's Mexico.
But we have to stay on this.
But
side.
you can be on either side of this. Yeah. So the Border Patrol guy says there's a monument here between Texas, New Mexico, and Mexico, and he's gonna come over here so he knows we're safe. But there's better picture opportunities here.
Yeah.
But there's the border, and there's the monument. And technically we're on the opposite side of the wall. But that is Mexico right there. That's their monument. And then that is technically right on the border.
Wow, that's cool. So I guess it kind of pays to come to kind of an obscure part of the border.
Yeah. It's interesting that they put like that this monument area is on the opposite side of the wall. That just doesn't make sense. So huh. So there's the boundary of the United States of America.
Can we go out to that?
I think we need to, I don't know. I would stay on this side of the fence.
Okay.
So it says boundary of the United States of America, international boundary and water commission between United States and Mexico, 1989. I feel like we're treading on the edge of, I don't know. It's like, don't cross that line. Yeah. Well, I mean, you could, but you couldn't run back. That's the problem. All right. We're about to cross back into the United States legally.
Next time we'll go with passports.
Yeah, we didn't bring our passports this time,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But we plan on getting them soon.
So we noticed that it really smells like sewage really bad here. We're right on the Rio Grande. That is, believe it or not, the Rio Grande. But turns out we were just talking to the customs guy, and I guess it happens all the time. They just like dump sewage into the Rio Grande, that something's broken, and yeah, so it stinks really bad here, which kind of sucks.
There's a concrete factory right across the way here.
Yeah, it's not.
We thought it was because right on the New Mexico-Texas border, there's a lot of factories and industrial businesses.
Yeah.
And we thought we were just smelling that, but no, it's sewage.
Yeah, kind of gross. Here's another section of the wall.
That's not the wall.
Oh, that's
though.
not that wall. Yeah, but it's a wall. Wow. Hola, Mexico. Te amo, Mexico. I'm gonna get my passport, and I'm gonna come see you, Mexico. Wow. Did you guys see that? You can see Mexico, like, not just like desert, you can see like how they live and their homes and businesses and stuff. Why are you laughing at me?
You're cute.
That's so cool. You guys, I can see Mexico. And this is Texas.
Yeah, this is Texas.
This is the old Fort Bliss. We passed Fort Bliss in New Mexico.
And it looked like it was just a prison.
Yeah, and this is for sale. Do I hear mariachi? This is the Hart's Mill residence.
It's now a La Hacienda Cafe.
Oh, it's closed.
It was.
But I keep hearing music. I don't even know if Mexico's gonna show through the screens and the camera, but Like, the buildings are a bunch of different colors. It's very different. Very different. It is very run down, this neighborhood right next to the border here in El Paso. I didn't film it, but there was a group of tents in like a cul-de-sac parking lot area, and it was filled with jugs of water and food. So I wonder if people have a cache there for people that are hopping the border coming in. It's very interesting. Border Patrol was right on the other side watching us the whole time we were at that spot, so I don't know what that's about. Shoot.
Very populated.
Yeah. It's Mexico. That is Mexico. Look at the colorful buildings.
Soccer.
There's a fire down on the road over there. Oh yeah, some people out playing soccer. There's a park.
This is Texas.
We're east of El Paso and El Paso, which means the step in Spanish.
Yep.
And we're going to find a spot to sleep in the desert tonight, about probably 35 minutes away from here. And we're working our way up towards Plano, Texas, where my sister lives.
Dallas area.
Yeah.
It says a growing community, but that sign does not look like it's been growing in a long time.
Population of 413.
Dell City, Texas. Close to the New Mexico border. Not the old Mexico border.
A lot of farmland out here. It's a small town.
It's a small town. Population 400, that's pretty small.
Yeah.
I think we're done. There's a DC for Dell City on the little tiny hill over there.
Is that the Guadalupe Mountains?
I believe that is the Guadalupe
Ah.
Mountains.
I always thought Texas was flat, but it has some mountains.
I think those are in New Mexico.
Oh, is that New Mexico?
We're pretty
I'm
close
turned
to New
around.
Mexico.
I wonder if there's arrowheads in this field here. Look at that place. Oh, it's a church.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This looks like it used to be something nice.
Like a factory of sorts?
Yeah, like a grain miller or something.
Yeah, probably.
Take the next right onto Ranch Road, 1576.
Well, the farming in the area must have been something of the sorts.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hay.
Hey!
What was that, cotton?
Continue
You
on
see
Ranch
the-
Road 1576 for 1 mile.
There's some right on the ground below you.
Oh my gosh, that's cotton. Those are cotton fields. Sorry, I've never seen those. Wow. Those are huge bales of cotton. Cool.
Wow, this whole field over here was cotton too.
Wow.
Oh man, I
Must be
bet you it's really bad for allergies.
Probably. Guadalupe Mountains National Park. The Salt Basin Dunes.
Impassable when wet.
We're just gonna find a camp spot down in that
Take the
area
next
tonight.
left onto William Road.
But the Guadalupe Mountains look beautiful.
Oh, I see why it's impassable when wet.
This feels pretty remote out here. Besides all the farms. So this is home for the night. Guadalupe Mountain view. And we are in the middle of nowhere, in the desert. Somewhere in West Texas.
It's the cold one. The water won't boil for coffee.
Got the coffee brewing. Headed towards the Guadalupe Mountains. We're gonna try and get back on the highway, but we might see some scenery before we get back on the highway. I just wanted to show you how beautiful sunrise is this morning. So the road to the Guadalupe Mountains ends here. Looks like you might be able to hike off that way towards them, but you can't really get up too close. There's a restroom. Might go read that sign over that way. Beautiful cactus. Okay, so I read on the signs it's the Salt Basin Dunes out this way. So we're not too far from White Sands, but this is in Texas. And the reason why they have this closed off is because the lichen and on the sand that builds kind of like a crusty layer. It can be easily damaged and it provides nutrients to the nearby plants. And I guess some of it can take 100 years to regrow. So that is very understandable why they don't want people stomping around. But there is a path that you can go over here. And I guess it's about a mile down to the dunes. And, of course, they don't want you to do any sledding here like they allow at White Sands. So, yeah, just something interesting. I don't think we're going to make the hike today because we're off to other things. But really beautiful view here of the Guadalupe Mountains. And it was a nice, quiet place to sleep last night. No cell service. I read on iOverlander that there might be some AT&T. We have Verizon phones. Eventually, I think we might pick up like a AT&T burner phone, just so we have that as backup for emergencies. But yeah, just thought I'd show you guys. Check out this beautiful formation up here. Wow. All right, so we're gonna be dipping back into New Mexico here shortly. We're kind of in the arm of Texas, so we'll be back, Texas. We will. Hola, New Mexico. Google, are you gonna say something?
Hello, Google.
Google, you're always late to the party.
Yeah, you just don't get it.
Yeah, like, welcome us.
Welcome to New Mexico. Whatever, Google.
Whatever.
This is probably the closest we're going to, or this is the closest we've cut our gas so far. 3/4 tank right now, and you know, I usually fill up at about a half a tank. We have 71 miles of gas left, and I think it's 40, like we'll be cutting about like 20 miles. Gas light will probably come on for us before we get gas. So this will be an expensive fill up. Hopefully gas is cheap. Fill up in White City. Made it to gas. If you'd like to help us with gas, you can check out our Patreon, or you could do a one-time donation down below. Thank you. Appreciate it.
What highway are we on? Alright, well, we're on the highway here, and it's just been like oil field after oil field after oil field. Road work, stuck behind tankers. Headed east towards Dallas. We have been driving for hours, and this is all we've seen. It's flat, there's a few cotton fields, and there's oil pumps everywhere. Like, I cannot believe how much oil is being pumped non-stop in Texas. It's crazy. There's one going right now. Then another one going next to it, and then like these blocks of cotton. And the air quality, like, it's just like, I don't know if you can tell, but that's like all smog. And you can smell that, the sulfur, what is it, hydrogen sulfide. You can smell the hydrogen sulfide, which, let me do something real quick. Okay, so I just Googled, is hydrogen sulfide dangerous to breathe? And it said, hydrogen sulfide is a colorless gas with a strong odor of rotten eggs. Exposure to hydrogen sulfide may cause irritation to the eyes and respiratory system. It can also cause apnea, coma, convulsions, dizziness, headache, weakness, irritability, insomnia, stomach ache, and if liquid, frostbite. So we both have had headaches. Not sure about weakness, but irritability for sure. I don't know if it's just that this landscape sucks. Obviously, I'm being negative and irritated. But no frostbite, so it must not be liquid. Well, if there's beauty to be found, we're gonna find it. And we have a nice little spot for the night here. There's actually like a little river or stream going on down there. This beautiful grove. There's a big tree over there. Nice change after all the oil fields. You do see some wind turbines up there, but it's pretty quiet here. So I think it'll be a fine place for the night. What do you think, babe? See any fishes? We just realized that these are pecan trees.
Pecan.
Whoa. Weird. So many sounds of wildlife here. Like, as the sun's going down, everything's coming to life. I saw a cardinal fly by earlier. All kinds of different birds and bugs. It's our tip for cooking potatoes while you're making rice, so you have some different things to eat.
Italian seasoning.
Went for a little walk and found a few pines. Probably go back out.
Well, that was fun.
That was so much fun.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and check us out on Patreon, and we'll see you next time.
Bye now.
Bye now.